Three amazing snacks you can make with your children at home these holidays. Buns, puff puff, very fluffy, and sausage roll. These three snacks will keep them wanting more and we keep them busy.
This is Nigerian buns. In this video, I will show you how to make Nigerian buns with simple easy steps for beginners. And I made this Nigerian buns that is two styles using one dough, one easy recipe. Let's begin so that I can show you how it's made. In a clean bowl, add stiff flour. You need to stiff your flour, okay? Add margarine or butter. Mix the margarine with the flour until you achieve a crumbly texture. You want it thoroughly mixed into the dough or into the flour. The next dry ingredient is your baking powder and the salt. Remember, if you are using salted margarine, don't add salt. If you are using unsalted, you can add salt. I added sugar, adding nutmeg. It is very important to use nutmeg while making Nigeria buns, or the taste will be entirely different. Nutmeg gives a very unique fragrance and flavor to your Nigerian buns and keep it authentic. I use one medium-sized egg, milk, and water. For the water, don't be in a rush to add all the water quantity needed immediately. It's best to add gradually until the desired dough or texture is formed. If today is your first time of coming across my channel, hello, I am Ijoma and this is my channel Ijoma Living. In this channel, I show you how to make different Nigeria dishes, different Nigeria snacks, forgotten recipes and all that. Feel free to subscribe if you like this recipe or like the recipes on my channel. And for my returning subscribers, thank you very much for sticking to me. Please keep watching. The batter is coming together the right way. Once this batter or dough is ready, you have to keep it aside to rest for 10 to 15 minutes. This gives you time to heat up the oil. The first type of bun style I'll be making is a crunchy Nigerian rock hard buns that has crunchy rugged exterior. The secret is dropping the buns in the oil without squeezing it too much. Just scoop and gently drop it. It retains the rough texture when it fries. That is what gives it that rocky exterior. Are you learning it? Are you there? So that is it for the hard buns. Fry until it becomes golden brown. Oh la la, look at how crunchy this buns looks. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Now let's make the smooth version using the same dough. Here is the game-changing secret. Wet your hands with water before handling the batter. The moisture gives and helps smoothen the surface of the buns batter before you scoop it into the hot oil. You squeeze it more than you squeeze the first batter. This gives the exterior of these buns a smoother texture. Do you get it? Wet your hands. Yes, when you wet your hands and scoop the buns batter, it gives a smoother batter in your palm. So when you squeeze it harder than you did for the first one, automatically the batter exterior changes when it's fried. Now you got yourself two styles of Nigerian buns using the same Nigerian buns recipe. How about that? Hey stars, did you enjoy the video? We have come to the end of today's Nigerian buns recipe. This video is simplified for beginners and for people who wants to take their buns recipe to the next level. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to ask questions in the comment section. I'm going to answer you. I'll be seeing you guys in my next video, and don't forget to take care of yourself. Mwah.
Everyone keeps asking me why my puff-puff is so rich and flavorful. Honestly, it's because of one small trick that most people never think about. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I make soft, fluffy Nigerian puff-puff that people literally cannot stop eating. Hi my stars, welcome back to Ijoma Living. Today we are making one of the most loved Nigerian snacks from scratch. Trust me, it's very beginners friendly. Now I'm grinding the onions. Yes, this is the trick. Onions grinded. You will see how I incorporated it to the puff-puff. I've not used this yeast for a long time, so I needed to test it to be sure it works. To test the yeast, you add warm water and a little bit of sugar for the yeast to see what to work with. You place it or set it aside. That is it. You wait for about 5 to 8 minutes, and if the yeast start rising, you will know it's active. Right now, I'm going to measure out the flour we'll be using for the puff-puff. We all know that the best flour to use for puff-puff is all-purpose flour. Very, very important. All-purpose flour with no added any stuff is the right flour for this Nigerian puff-puff. So sieve the flour. You don't want any particles or any kind of wavels or whatever that stays in the flour. 4 cups. I added 1/4 cup of milk to give it that milky flavor, and I'll be using nutmeg for the flavor of this puff-puff. You can use like vanilla flavor, butterscotch flavor, and a lot of other flavor, but to get the real Nigerian puff-puff taste, use nutmeg and the original nutmeg. This one I grated. Yes, it will give you that authentic Nigerian puff-puff taste. Mix your dry ingredients together. Now let's check the yeast to know if it works. Yes, it's activated. So we pour in the yeast, and meanwhile, I want to tell you guys something. It's very important to use warm water for your puff-puff. It makes the puff-puff start rising immediately and all that. It makes everything fast. You can see I just poured in the blended onions. These blended onions, if you have not tried this recipe, please try it. Somebody gave me this recipe and it's very, very good. You will not even know they added onions to this puff-puff, but it gives a very delicate taste to your puff-puff. And people will keep asking you, how did you make the puff-puff? Because they cannot see the onions, but inside the puff-puff it gives a very unique taste to the puff-puff. So if you have not tried blending onions for your puff-puff, or yeah, do it and thank me later. Are we following? So now I want to use my hand to whether I beat, whether I whip the puff-puff. I want to do that. So whip, beat, whatever, just do it until you get a stretchy batter. After that, you cover your puff-puff batter to rest for about 10 to 25 minutes, like that. So this is how you put puff-puff in the oil. I believe everybody knows how to do that. It's quite easy. You mustn't get it right in the first instance. So keep trying. That's it. So cover it. You can cover it with towel or use a fling nylon as I did in the video. You set it aside to rest. While it's resting, feel free to arrange your kitchen, all the stuff you've used, keep them. And now that it has rested, it's time to add oil in the pan for frying the puff-puff. I'm going to beat this batter again. There is 2 reasons why I'm doing that. To get the right consistency for your batter, it makes your batter light. It makes the puff-puff light when you are frying it. It prevents the puff-puff from absorbing oil. You see some puff-puff, it will be heavy like what you don't know. It's because it absorbs oil. But when you beat the batter after it has rested, it makes the puff-puff airy, light in the inside. This is a very simple trick.
I hope you guys are following. Oya, say thank you in the comment section. Say thank you, Ijoma. Oya, say it. Write it. So this is how you fry puff puff. For Nigeria, puff puff is very easy and is very, very, very tasty, especially when you use this step-by-step recipe. Fry the puff puff until it's golden brown. If you want it very dark, is your choice. If you want it lightly brown, is your choice. So if today is your first time of coming across my channel, hello, I am Ijoma. This channel is Ijoma Living, is me, Ijoma Living My Life. This is a Nigerian cooking channel and I make a lot of Nigeria dishes, Nigeria snacks, Nigeria drink. If you want to learn how to make Nigeria food, this is a channel to be in. Don't forget to like this video and share to somebody that needs this simple puff puff recipe. Alright, let's continue. So this is the last batch of the puff puff. I made it very small. So if you want small puff puff, you can mold it small. It's your choice. Puff puff is very versatile and it's very enjoyable. Like you can eat one and literally eat 10 at the same time. So if you enjoy this recipe, feel free to subscribe if you are yet to do so and like this video. We have come to the end of this Nigerian puff puff recipe. Feel free to leave a comment and don't forget my thank you, okay? And I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye. Mwah. This is easy school sausage roll snack for your children. This can be made in less than 30 minutes. If you want to see how I make it, please keep watching. In a clean bowl, steep 4 cups of all-purpose flour. After that, all you have to do is to add salt if you are going to use unsalted butter. But if you'll be using salted butter like I did in this video, don't add salt. Add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Sugar is optional though. Add about 200 grams of cold butter or cold margarine. Mix everything together until the flour becomes crumbly, as you can see in the video. Add 1 cup of cold water. You have to make sure the water is cold. This brings your dough together better, okay? You can add this water gradually or add it at a go. I added 1 cup of water at a go because I already know the quantity of water I use when making my children's sausage roll. If today is your first time of coming across my channel, hello, I am Ijoma. In this channel, I make variety of Nigeria dishes, Nigeria food, Nigeria snacks and drinks. Feel free to subscribe, okay? And for my returning subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing and for sticking to me. Let's continue with the video. Everything I use will be on the screen and on the description. Feel free to omit or remove the ones you don't like, okay? Grind everything, please don't add water. Grind everything and your filling is ready. That is, this filling is what we'll be using for the sausage roll. I am blending it because I want mine to pass through a piping bag. You can actually use piping bag like this, the way I did in this video, or you can use spatula to smear it into the dough. It's very easy and it takes less than 30 minutes to prepare from beginning to end. That is how easy it is to make this mini sausage roll. I hope you'll try it, especially now school is resuming, so that your little ones can see snacks that you are sure of what is inside to take to school. I hope you're enjoying this recipe. Feel free to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. And thank you so much for watching to this point. One thing you are going to do to make sure your mini sausage roll or sausage roll stands out is make sure you add the exact quantity of butter that it needs. Butter is very crucial for this dough because it makes it flaky, it makes it moist, it makes it super good to taste, okay? You are not adding much to the dough, but you see that butter or that margarine, don't play with it. It's very necessary. You can add as much sausage into the dough as you want. Because this is mini sausage roll, I'm going to cut it in small sizes. This sausage roll we are making is melt in the mouth. Like, it literally melts because it is very buttery, it's very, very filling, and it's very delicious. I pinch it to close the sausage roll or crimp it out to avoid any kind of spillage and to bring the sausage roll together. And this is exactly how I do mine. No special technique. This sausage roll recipe will blow your mind because it tastes so good and so moist. I hope you try it, okay? And the last stage is to use egg wash to brush on the sausage roll. This gives it a good shine when it's baked and a brown golden finish. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for more recipes like this. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Thank you and God bless. Bye.